So, all right, hi everybody. It is Monday night. Gosh, Monday the 30th of March 2020. Month end is tomorrow. Great deals coming up, guys. People about to promote, people already have, people going to qual, bonusing. So excited. Okay, so we are on week 3 of Mindset Shift, and I'm super excited to be welcoming my guests as well tonight later on. So let's go. So we have got an hour. Okay, this is, I might give some of you a sore head, and if I do, then sorry about that. Come back and listen to this again and again and again until it starts to make sense to you, okay? You have to work harder on yourself than on your business, okay? That's a Jim Rohn quote there, guys, because what you think about comes about. So the power is all here. Okay, so we hear about the law of vibration, the law of attraction, right? The Secret. Has everybody put in the chat? Has everybody read The Secret? Watched the film, The Secret? Yeah, there's a brilliant CD you can have in the car that I blast out. It's brilliant. It's an Audible, correct? Great, good. And if you haven't, then that's what you're going to do after tonight. Okay, that's your number one job to do. So, but we may have watched it again and again, but do we get it? And a really good call with Jade this morning, and we're just talking about who gets this stuff, okay? Because to me, it is a difference between where you are to where you want to go. Do you truly understand the law of vibration, the law of attraction? Okay, so, right, so they go together. Attraction is a secondary law to vibration. Vibration is a primary law, okay? Everything vibrates, nothing rests. So everybody put your arm out like that for me. Just put your arm out straight. Okay. Now, is your arm still? Or are there thousands and thousands, correct? There's thousands of electrons or whatever's going on there holding it still. Yes? The blood's still pumping. Okay, you can still wiggle your fingers. All right. So everything vibrates, nothing rests, okay? Even when you think you're still, you are not still. Okay, so let's talk about this universal law. What is this universal law people talk about? So the first thing to learn about these laws are that they are not man-made. Okay, these laws are not man-made, so they're not going to be changed by man. So you've got to learn about these laws and understand them to put them into your life. But you can't change these laws. They are what they are. They are universal. Okay. So, give me an example of a universal law. Put it in the chat for me. I want to know what you understand. What is a universal law? Tell me, there are many. Gravity, that's your best one, Jade. Everybody knows about gravity. Doesn't matter if you're a good person or a bad person. If you walk off the end of a roof, you will fall and probably die. Law of resistance, correct. Law of attraction, karma, momentum, loads are coming up here. Cause and effect, forces. Stockton Helen. Reap what you sow, right? So we do understand the law, okay? There's lots of laws. So you've got lots and lots, okay? Gravity, electricity, mathematics, the law of thinking. Now, this is a great book that I studied for I spent 1.5 years reading one book, okay, when I was a regent before going nation, because I needed to understand how to do this, okay? So I read one chapter every day for 1 month. And at the same time, I listened to an audio by Bob Proctor and Mary Morrissey, reflecting that chapter for 1 month. Month 2, I read chapter 2, the same chapter every day for 1 month. And I listened to an audio, the same audio, reflecting chapter 2 every day for a month. Chapter 3, month 3. And I did this, I was obsessed with this, okay? So it was called, look at the state of it, Working with the Law by Raymond Holliwell. The law. Okay, when you understand this stuff, guys, you are going to change your outcome. So in this book, Working with the Law, in the contents page, look how many laws there are. Okay, there are a lot of laws going on there. And when you actually understand all these laws and imply this into your life, your outcome will change because you will change. Knowledge is power. Okay, leaders are readers, readers are leaders. Okay, so what are we thinking? Do we understand electricity? The law of electricity. Do people really get it? I mean, I don't really care, because I know how to switch on and off a switch. Okay, I talked about that last time. I talked about the old people and the light bulb coming from the same source. Are you operating as a 60 kilowatt light bulb or a 100,000 kilowatt light bulb? Author's name is Raymond Hollywell. Okay, so do you understand the law of gravity? I really don't understand it, but I respect it because I know it works, right? Do you really understand, I don't know, the law of, give me another law that you maybe know about, but you don't understand it, but you respect it and you live by it on a daily basis? Anyone can think of another law? Mathematics? Physics? Law of physics? Oh my God. I will never understand that. Chemistry as well. That was not my brain. I had to get a tutor and I still failed my A-level. Never mind. That's not me. Okay. So, but I never did get that. But never mind. So, there is an absolute law that energy will always move into form. The only thing that you are going to attract are the things that you are in harmonious vibration with. So whatever frequency you're operating on is going to activate what you are going to attract. So, okay, dogs instinctively know if they like another dog or not, right? I mean, it's kind of easy. Apparently they smell each other's bum. They know what that dog is eating for breakfast, and they know if the dog is an alpha male to them or not. Done deed, hurrah. What do? We shake hands, smile. We don't really know that person, we're not as instinctive as dogs. So guess what? Have you ever had in your life somebody that you've met and for no reason you didn't like them? Ever come across that? You feel bad for that? It's like, oh God, this is weird. I don't understand. I mean, you really don't like them. Yeah? Except if there's a guy at a dance floor trying to come on you and you're like, get off, What is with men when they think they, I don't know what that's about. I never like that kind of thing going on. But yeah, gut feeling. Right, okay. So that is like putting oil and water together. It's a law. It's an opposite law. So therefore you're not going to gel. Your frequency is out. You're not together. Okay, love is being the same frequency, guys. Okay, so you already have within you, all of you, all that's required to attract. Okay, you already have everything that you need to attract into your life. And when you get on the right frequency, you start attracting it, and you cannot stop it coming to you, whatever that attraction is, okay? So it's like turning on a radio station. Whatever's on that frequency is going to be broadcast through your radio, which is actually your body. So I talk about 101 FM, 104 FM, okay? People who know me very well know this example. So you're vibrating 101 FM, let's say right now. Let's say you are a brand new consultant in Arbonne, congratulations. And you're going to be a district manager. You're changing your fine-tuning frequency to 101 to 104 FM. In that in-between stage, your friend's like, you don't sound the same. Like, you're like, when you turn a radio, tune it in, and it's all, and you're like, you don't feel the same. This is different. You've changed. And then you go into 104, and it's like, la, 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 la. That's what happens when you are moving from one level of vibration frequency to a higher level. All right, you will not have the same friends. Your team will change. You will change. You're going to attract more of that place where you want to be. And when you fine tune at that level, you need to stay there. So you need to then, it's like settle in there, and then you're off again. Okay. So, all right, your actions and results are all an expression of your frequency. And it's about your marvelous mind. Most people don't understand this, guys. Okay. This is why we've been doing this mindset shift training, because the people who have been training on here have had these shifts, and I want them, they're sharing with you what it was. Okay, so understand that you too will have this, because you're going to attract into your life exactly what you want by only allowing yourself to think and know exactly what you want. So how does this happen? Okay, so do you know, I can tell if people truly understand this. Do you know how I know? I'm looking at your results. Your outside world is reflecting your inner world. That's how I know, okay? So I will check your results. You can have something intellectually, guys, but it's not the same, okay? Because I always say to people, I'm interested in your I want your I can over your IQ. What's your I can? It is, you know, write in the chat, what's an I can? For me, grit, integrity. Come on, what are we bringing to the party here? What's life's I cans? Attitude, correct, Emma? You know, consistency, absolutely. We've got determination. I love it, Carol. Okay, reactions, belief, faith. Faith is amazing. Dedication, loyalty, trust, no matter what. Positivity, awesome, guys. You got it. Can do. Right. Love it. Yes. Thank you, guys. Honest, caring, reliable. You want those people in your team to reflect your strengths. Would you sponsor you? Think about that. Would you sponsor you? Good, Emma. Like it. Good. Right. So if you say you want one thing and you haven't achieved it yet, why? Why is that? Why are the results not there yet? Okay. Firstly, you've got to understand this on a subjective level. Okay. So this is where I'm going to get a little bit heavy here. I know Danny always says, Fiona, dumb it down, but I kind of got to get this stuff across. Okay. So it has to become part of your paradigm. Now, paradigm, do we know what that is? Let me explain if you don't. Okay, a paradigm is the programming of the subconscious mind. Correct, your programming, Kelly. And that programming controls your behavior. Okay, so you've got a conscious and a subconscious. The paradigm sits in your subconscious and it controls your behavior. Your subconscious mind must accept everything that's given to it. Everything. And that is also, this is a huge newsflash, your universal mind. Your universal mind is your subconscious mind. We're talking about the laws of the universe. We're talking about things that are not man-made. You are part of the universe. You are the universe. So, okay, so your paradigm, when it's part of your paradigm, it will manifest into your physical world, okay? And when something's not in your paradigm, it's going to stick in your consciousness. Consciousness is here, your thoughts, okay? Your paradigm is your beliefs. You might say something, think something, but guess what? Your results is not showing up because it's not here, okay? Because your beliefs are, you know, there's a crack in your belief. All right, so let's understand this. You started as a child going to school, learning to develop your intellect. At school, it's all about your intellect, IQ. Yeah, can I let you know, really, when we come to this stuff, it's not about the intellect. So think in your life, do you know people who are extremely academic but have no money? Yeah? Did well at school, didn't do well at school, the dropouts, and now they're incredibly wealthy. Yeah, why is that? Where are we looking at in our mind? Okay, Angela, me. All right, so don't worry, I'm with you on the physics, and anyone who can do that stuff just amazes me. Like, so the reason, okay, that people are not intellectually, I'm not saying you're not intellectual to understand this stuff, okay, but the reason is that people are working and they're attempting to manifest a dream from a subjective mind, okay? If you don't like your results, you can start by, number one, getting your ego out the way. And Wayne Dyer says that's edge God out, ego, okay? And number two, your intellect out the way. That thinking part of your brain, that stops you doing what the universal law is meant to do in your subconscious. Procrastination, that's when you're overthinking. Oh, I keep thinking about Arbonne, I can't stop thinking about Arbonne. And doesn't change your results by just thinking, okay? So if you don't change your subjective mind, you are not going to change anything. So think of this for a moment. You already know how to do better than you're doing. You do know this, but you're not doing it. We're all in this boat, guys, okay? The reason why is that part of our mind that knows the things and part of the mind controls our behavior. They are two different parts. Yeah, this knows, the conscious, subconscious controls. You got to work on the control. The paradigm is in your subconscious. So let's talk about your part of the mind. Okay. So, all right. Now, your subconscious mind, hold a minute. No. Okay, going back to the universal mind being your subconscious mind. That's what controls your vibration, is your subconscious mind is the universal mind. That controls your vibration. And whatever information you impress, it must accept it. It has no ability to reject it. So if your subconscious mind can't differentiate between what's real and what is imagined, whatever you impress, whether you imagine it or you hear it or you read it, if you get emotionally involved, it becomes real. So it's real in here, and this is connected to the universe. I'm not talking about out there yet, I'm talking about in here, okay? So you see it, what you impress, you see what you impress in the subconscious mind, it controls your vibration. It controls the vibration you're in and the frequency that you're operating on. So they're both linked. Your vibration and your frequency are the same thing, okay? So if you are operating on a negative frequency, you're going to have that bad feeling, okay? And a feeling is a word we invented to describe our conscious awareness of the vibration we are in. You feel good, you feel happy, you feel sad. Okay, so if you've been stuck and you've had a difficult time altering your income, you've had a difficult time attracting into your life relationships or the business that you want, it's because you're in the wrong frequency, guys. You are using the wrong tools. You're going by the physical stuff of what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Stop that. Stop, okay? Einstein said, the intuitive mind is a sacred gift. The rational mind is a faithful servant. So this is true. We've created a society that honors the servant, the rational mind, and has forgotten our gift, which is the intuitive mind, which is in your subconscious, which your paradigm is part of. So what is the gift? It's your higher faculties. You have perception, memory, imagination, reason, intuition, and the will. These are all high mental tools, okay? Through imagination, we put ourselves on a higher frequency. So we use our imagination to build a picture of the good we want, number one. Number two, we hold that picture with our will. Number three, the will is what gives us the idea to focus and to concentrate. Number four, if you keep looking at that picture, carry it around in your mind and look at it, and you let that sink into your subconscious mind, guess what? Number five, you will impress, and then you must achieve that picture, that desire, that dream has to come into form. You know why? Because it is an absolute universal law. It is a law. You may not understand it, but it is the truth. Can you imagine? Just think of what you can create in your glorious mind. The most fertile soil of the world is your mind. Okay? Okay, so focus is number four. Right. Okay, so we've got whatever you put in starts to move into form. So the conscious mind, is your imagination, imaginative mind. It is your logic, it is your reasoning, it's your creativity. Then you've got your subconscious mind, which is the universal mind. Skills, habits, emotional reactions, hardwired behaviors, conditioned responses, associative memories, routine thoughts and feelings, attitudes, beliefs, perceptions. Guess what controls you? Is it subconscious or is it your conscious mind, guys? And what's your percentage? So the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Subconscious is 80%. More than that. Subconscious is 95%. But good guess. I think it was Angela that put that in the front. 5% is your conscious mind. Your intellectual mind. Your subconscious is 95%. My God, guys, I hope there's some electric fireworks going off right now inside that subconscious mind of yours. Seriously, you gotta get the stuff. If we get the stuff, nothing will stop us, right? Okay, so you've got the body. Let's not forget about our beautiful body, because we're all into 30 days and we look super fit. So, and we are. The body is the instrument of the mind. Okay, thank you, Laura. So, the imagination, there is a power flowing into our consciousness. And through imagination, we have the image of what we want. This is the dream. I see it. Oh my gosh. And then we suppress that into our subconscious mind, and it turns into a desire. I want it. Oh my gosh. Like, I really, really, really want to be a regional vice president. Who feels like that? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Laura. Who wants to be driving the white Mercedes right now? Come on, right? Somebody stop me. Jerry, be proud of me. Right. You don't get what you want. You get what you desire. Okay. The desire is the effort of the unexpressed possibility within, seeking expression through your actions. Well, that desire is expressed through the instrument of the body. So you're now going to express it. So it's what's going to happen to your desire? So it's gone from their conscious into the subconscious. You've now you really want it. Okay, you're hungry. I'm hungry, right? And then it goes where? It goes into the body, the instrument. Imagine blowing into a trumpet. Your body's the instrument, and it causes the change of vibration in the body. Now your body's vibrating, matching the paradigm, the subconscious, that frequency. You have got to faith it till you make it, not fake it, because you already are it. If you feel it, walk like a regional vice president. Go get your car registration. Go drive that white Mercedes. Go get your outfit you're wearing for your car presentation. Go do the stuff you need to do. I did this going region. So I made a decision. And I was in America at the time. I was going region. I had never AM bonused. I only had 4 or 5 district managers. I wasn't even an EAM, but I had made a decision and I was hungry. So I became obsessed, and I thought about it every time I had any time to myself. I saw the picture of me in my car presentation. I knew my outfit, my underwear, my jewelry. I was touching the car. I even predicted the weather. I dreamt it. I lived it. I breathed it. All I thought about was that picture. I didn't care the work I had to do to get there. I knew what I had to do, 48,000, but that was the picture I dreamed, I lived, I went to sleep with it first thing in the morning, I breathed it, I became it, and I felt that feeling of, oh my God, like I was so happy, and it was like, I 200 times a day, I was like having a party inside it. It was like, woo! It was like, woo! Somebody stop me. I was living that for 2 months solid. I didn't care. I had never AM bonus. I was only an area manager. I wasn't even an EAM. I didn't care about any of that. I didn't care. I just cared about the feeling I was living, and I could do it, and I knew I could do it. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I had it. I had it. That's what got me to region, because I was working so hard with the subconscious. 95%. It hadn't happened yet. But I told my paradigm, I am a regional vice president. That is who I am. And it had to give it to me because it's a universal law. That is the rule, guys. Anyone here on this call who is a regional vice president or a national vice president have gone through these. We know exactly what this is like. And it is magic when it happens. You've never done anything like this before. You never forget, but you truly are living life on the edge, and you truly have got your hands in the clay, and you're creating a new life. Okay, so, all right, so I'm almost done. So, all right, the desire. Okay, now I'm done. Right, good, that's me. So, our first guest. Thank you, everybody. I didn't really see the chat. I got a little bit, woo, I'm actually, sweat is running under my armpits now. I'm feeling like, I'm pumped now. Oh boy, right, okay, so I'm going to ask, thank you guys, I'm going to ask the incredible Kelly Bromley. You're up first, my lovely. 15 minutes, okay, So we've got 3 minutes to introduce your bio. So let me just get Kelly up here. We all know Kelly. She is a big character in our team. She's a real team player. All right, here she is. Okay. So, all right, Kelly Bromley, wife to Simon and mommy to 9-year-old Cleo, already had a successful career and business in yoga and antenatal health education, but was looking for something more from life. Kelly joined Arbonne 5 years ago last month. Oh my God, where's that gone? And hasn't looked back. Kelly is an Aries and Paradise achiever, which is an incentive set by Donna Johnson, consistent DM bonus achiever, level 2 achiever for AIT, and she's participating in her promotion to region in she will be a regional vice president in 2020. Since starting her Arbonne journey, Kelly has qualified as a nutritionist, a health and life coach, and has been invited to train as a main stage speaker at District Manager Trainer Day 2020, and we absolutely loved it. You rocked, Kelly Bromley, and has had a complete lifestyle overhaul because of Arbonne, sharing love, health and sparkle everywhere she goes. So I'm going to unmute yourself, Kelly, and I'm going to hand over to you, my lovely. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I could hear your silent applause. Thank you. Oh my God, Fiona, that was incredible. I'm sat here and I've made so many notes. I'm like, oh God, and I'm sweaty as well. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a real brief story, my story, really super brief, and I'm going to tell you how I got to Area. So the exciting thing for me is that I need to share with you is I loved Area so much I did it twice. And I'm going to tell you how I did it, because both times I did it totally differently. And because this is all about mindset and the mind shift, the second time was so different to the first. So as Fiona said, I had a very successful business in yoga, and I was a swim teacher as well and an antenatal health educator, but I just wanted a change. I knew there was something more in life that I was supposed to do. I see myself as a real, like, I have something more to give, basically, that I have so much more to give. And what I was doing just was not my passion. And I was looking for something more. So of course, Arbonne came along. Jen asked me to look at her business, and the rest is history, right? So fast forward on, 8 months after starting Arbonne, I went into area manager qualification. I had an incredible team, but the way that we did it was mainly on parties. So there wasn't really any sponsoring going on. It was just purely on parties. So we did loads and loads of QV. It was all about the QV. We did the QV. There was no personal development going on. And we completed Area, which was absolutely incredible. But then I crumbled. At the time, very sadly, I had a miscarriage, which obviously didn't help. But with my mindset and everything as well, I absolutely crumbled. And I ended up with postnatal depression. So I was pretty much out of the Arbonne game, even though I kept telling myself I was still going for it, I'm still doing it. I became what I like to call a professional meeting goer. So I literally went to everything. I was the biggest socialite in Arbonne ever, like absolutely everything. It was like, I'm coming, I'm doing it, but I wasn't actually really building my business, because inside I was absolutely dying. I was crippled, and I couldn't get past that, and I couldn't see past that, because it wasn't that I didn't want to, I just wasn't open to, because I was so absorbed in what was going on with me. So I would say a good 1.5 years later, I went to AAC at Glasgow, and it suddenly hit me, because the year previously when I went Area, I walked the stage as an area manager. And then the following year, I watched the people who walked the stage as area manager walk the stage as regional vice president. And it hit me, and I thought, what am I doing? What am I actually doing? Instead of going forwards and growing, I'm actually shrinking backwards, and what am I actually doing? So I really started focusing on myself, and I really started focusing on my business. And I can literally remember and pinpoint the moment that I had in this shift. And we all say it comes to a decision, doesn't it, right? We all hear that everyone says it's a decision. You know, when you've decided it's a decision. And I can remember waking up one morning in Glasgow at AAC at 5 o'clock in the morning, and there was a decision made, and it was done. So it took me around 3 months of growth in my business to start getting back on track, because I was hardly even maintaining as a district. So 3 solid months, 90 days of the tracker. And I swear to you now, it's the tracker. My massive top tip number 1 is do that tracker. The tracker is there for you. The system is all written out. All you have to do is follow the tracker. 90 days of pure tracker, and that tracks your business. So that's what I did, 90 days of that. And then I just continued. I just kept on going. And within 8 months, I got my area back. So it was slightly different the second time. I threw myself into personal development. I acted as if. So I made a few notes on what I did, because it's all very well me saying I did personal development. And personal development doesn't just mean reading a book, taking a photo and putting it on Instagram and saying personal development. It's so much more than that. So when I read my books, it takes me ages to read a book. And exactly what Fiona said, like reading a chapter, like that same chapter every single day. That's how I study. That's how I learn. That's how stuff goes in. I absorb myself. I become absorbed in what I'm learning and what I'm reading. And it's so, so crucially important. I had a conversation with Laura Leggett yesterday, and we both said about listening to audios and reading the book at the same time, because it's going in this way and it's going in this way as well. So you're throwing yourself in that. But it's all very well reading it and listening it, but you need to act on it. You absolutely 100% need to act on it. So a couple of books that I absolutely loved, which got me, that's the chair, not me, that got me like in my mindset shift was The Compound Effect. The tracker is the compound effect. It's as simple as that. It is the compound effect. And that is what we're doing by doing the tracker. It's a little bit of something every single day, just compounding up. So The Compound Effect was a winner for me. It was incredible. So if you haven't read The Compound Effect, then please, please read The Compound Effect. The second book was The Slight Edge as well. That was incredible. When I read that, I had so many light bulb moments. Just amazing. Yeah, brilliant book, right? And then my third book is Ask and It Is Given. So if you are not yet into your spiritual side of things, I suggest that really, really taking a look. Because as Fiona said, everything is energy. Absolutely everything on this planet is energy. And Bob Proctor says, we live in an ocean of motion. Everything is energy. Nothing is ever created or destroyed. Energy is everything. And as exactly as Fiona said, the vibration that you're in, your body, it attracts back to it. And that is with the emotional involvement. So that's why it's so important to have a clear vision. I visualized that I was going to area manager, and I did not let go of that vision, because I was ready and I had made that decision. I had committed, and I knew that the only person that was going to make that and stick to that commitment was me. So I 100% stuck to that commitment. You then, when you start to visualize it, you start to live it and you start to attract it. So my next top tip is, after making the decision, act as if. Act as if you have already achieved your qualification. Act as if you have already achieved completion. So you are that area manager. You are going to the white party. You are going to area manager retreat. I want you to visualize all these things. Visualize yourself sat at the table for our twice a year area managers and leaders luncheon that we go to. It's absolutely incredible to be in on that. It really, really is. So start visualizing that now. Act as if. Believe that you can be there, and believe that this is you, that you are acting as this right now. So change your habitual thinking is my next top tip. Whatever you believe, whatever you're telling yourself, you are going to believe. So if you're telling yourself, oh, well, this virus is going around, no one's going to want to join my team, no one's going to want to buy anything from me, then that's going to show up for you, because that's what you're telling yourself. That's what you're going to believe. Flip it around. Do not let outside influences control your inner being. You have control. You have control on what you believe, what you see, what you feel. But I want you to take all of that away, and I want you to really, really work on your intuition and your will and your reasoning factors. All these inner kind of inhibitions, everything that you have got on the inside. Take away the media, take away everything you can see and hear, and go with what you feel. Because feeling is a vibration. That is where it's at. And when you feel it, you're visualizing it, and you are vibrating, and you're using, and you're on that same like wavelength. You are in that energy. So believe in your vision absolutely 100% wholeheartedly. Get a vision board. Write it down every single day. Write your goal down every single day. Visualize, journal for 5 minutes every single day about how it's going to feel when you get your Arbonne keyring. They send you a keyring. It's amazing. They send you a keyring when you're an area manager. You know, visualize how it's going to look when you log onto your dashboard and you've got AM next to your name. It's so, so cool. Visualize the program at AAC when you see your name for walking the stage for brand new area manager. It's so, so cool. Visualize it, write it down, write down how it makes you feel, and get emotionally involved in it. Live it, breathe it, and do it. Just act as if and become that person. My next top tip is discipline and consistency. You have to be disciplined. You absolutely 100% have to be disciplined. And this was a massive lesson for me. I'm going to give you one example of discipline that I used to really struggle with. So how many of you on here, as soon as you wake up in the morning, do you pick your phone up and look at your phone? I want you to be honest and truthful. Yeah. Okay. So it's a habit. It's a habit that we fall into. So why do you need to pick up your phone and find out what Sandra was doing last night? Why do you need to do that? Why do you need to pick up your phone to have a look at what's going on in the world? Surely your world, your inner being, you are more important than anyone else right now with your goal. Is that right? Who is more important? The stuff that's going on the outside you can't control, or the stuff that's going on the inside that you can control? Don't pick your phone up, or get a bat phone. So me and Jen joke because we both have 2 phones. We're like drugs barons. That's what we call ourselves. We call ourselves Pablo. We've got one phone, which is like literally the phone. And then I've got another phone that I literally have nothing on apart from YouTube. So when I wake up in the morning, this phone is switched off, and then my YouTube phone is on so that I can go and do my meditations and everything. And try and do that. No try. There is no try. Do that. Absolutely do that. Switch off from the world and focus on you and control you. So that is a massive top tip for you, just as a discipline. Be disciplined as well with your tracker and consistently speaking to people about the business. So don't allow outside influences to control your inner being. What are you feeding your mind? So this is hugely topical right now. We have got so much going on right now. Outside influences, things that are going on, really scary stuff that's happening. What are you feeding your mind? Are you looking at the news constantly? Are you listening to the news? Are you watching like negative stuff on Facebook and all in the feeds and everything? Don't let these outside influences control you, what's going on. Your goal never ever changes. Your goal never ever changes throughout the whole of this. So if you don't get what you wanted at the end of the month, don't change your goal. It just means you've got to work harder, or you've got to work smarter. So the goal never changes. It just means you have to adapt your plan. That's what it means. To keep the goal the same, just adapt your plan and how you're going to do it. Get creative. Use your higher faculties. Use creation. Get creative. Do not be afraid to reach out and help people right now, because there are so many people out there right now who need your help. Like really need your help. So get out there and speak to so many people. We did a little bit of maths for this as well. So if you're doing your tracker, let's say on average you do 2 asks a day for 90 days. So that's 3 months of tracker. Okay, so 30 days, let's say average of 30 days. 3 months, so that's 90 days. That is 180 asks. 180 asks of people that you're asking to take a look at your business. So the ratio really works out is in 1 in 10 is really going to join. So 1 in 10, that's 18 new consultants. And then we work that out because not everyone's going to run as a business. So let's knock that down to roughly around 8. So that's 8 new consultants who are going to run with this business, who you're going to teach how to build their 2,500 building block. That is area manager qualification doubled. How incredible is that? That is now a bonusing area. Can you see how simple this is? And can you see what the power that you have in your hands if you do not let outside influences control your inner being and your inner thoughts? So my massive top tip for you is stay focused, stay consistent, listen to yourself and focus on yourself and look for that mindset shift, because if anyone can do it, you can do it. And if you believe you can, you absolutely can. I'm going to finish off with a quote that I absolutely love. And it's a quote by Earl Nightingale. Whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, Kelly, amazing, amazing. Can I just say these superstars as well? I just kind of contact them about midday going, guys, would you like to train? And they did, and I've delivered an incredible training. Thank you. And how similar, I love it. I didn't know Kelly's training, she didn't know mine, and Rachel's I don't know. And you just watch the synergy, how the vibration of the attraction of the energy works between us three when we're writing out to deliver amazing speeches to you today. Thank you, Kelly. Awesome as always. Thank you, my lovely. Mwah. Okay, so with no further ado, here she is, Ditty. Woo! She is beautiful. She is also Rachel, amazing, incredible, 33 years old, and fiance to Dan and mommy to miracle baby Lenny, bless. Been with Arbonne for 3 years. Gosh, it feels like longer. She is a beauty therapist by trade and runs a very successful salon. Since becoming an area manager, and this is important, guys, she has consistently hit her DM bonus for the last 17 months. That is freaking amazing. Well done, Rachel. She's earned California Dreaming Incentive and walked stage last year for being the number 3 in the UK for top sponsoring. So this girl, she didn't even know she got it, by the way. She's one of these people who just does it and doesn't really do it for the rewards, but she gets rewarded for it anyway, which is why I love Arbonne. But she didn't even know she's walking the stage until somebody said, have you seen that email? And she's like, what? Yeah, so that is how amazing. She's just doing it because she can. So no further ado, can you please unmute yourself, Rachel?
Good evening. And yes, I will. I am wearing my school shirt today. We've been rocking homeschooling, so dressed to the occasion. Okay, so I'm going to be super quick, and I don't know how I'm going to follow that, Kelly. That was absolutely amazing. So I am again going to sort of do a little bit about my journey, things that helped me. Now I'm totally different to Kelly. I wasn't necessarily spiritual minded, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to run through sort of from me. So start off, I want anyone on this call to, now I want you to be completely honest. I want you to pop your hands up if you really, really believe that you can be an area manager and above. It's okay if you don't put your hand up, like really, really believe. Now to all of you that popped your hand up, like I applaud you, and I kind of want you to hold on to that belief. Because if someone would have said that to me like maybe 2 years ago, I would have said, yeah, I believe, but I really didn't. And I kind of felt I really wanted to, but I didn't really understand. I didn't really understand this kind of stuff. It was all so new to me, and I just didn't know how to believe. I understood the business model, I understood products, and I understood how to move products, but I just didn't know how to believe in myself. And like, I'm sure some of you may relate to this. You know, I'm from an industry where I get taught something and then I just do it, you know, and I kind of thought, belief, surely that's got to be kind of the same. So I thought, you know, let's try and learn how to believe in myself, as we say. So I started reading some books, very, very slowly, may I add. I'm the slowest reader ever. I started doing some affirmations, you know, and I just did them because I thought, well, that's what everyone else does, so this must be where I'm lacking in my business. So that's what I did. I have also got like 3 pages of notes because I'm like Dory from Finding Nemo. It goes in and it's straight back out again. So I'd write my affirmations and I'd do a bit of reading. But probably like 13 months into my journey, I built myself. Obviously, I got my promoted to district in like 6-7 weeks. My business was going okay, but it was just like, it kind of wasn't rocketing, it wasn't drowning, it was just kind of staying the same. But then 13 months into my business, I lost my promotion for district manager. Now, if anyone's ever lost a title, it's like someone like rips a part of your heart away. Like, it is the most gut-wrenching feeling. It is absolutely awful. And it just really, really made me think that I wasn't taking this seriously. You know, I wasn't taking it seriously to develop myself. So what was I lacking? You know, was I lacking my selfie techniques for my posts? Was I using the wrong emojis? No, the one thing I was lacking is I wasn't taking the time to work on me, because it was me. I was the only person that was stopping my business from growing. I hadn't learned how to get that belief. So what did I do? One thing I initially started doing is a miracle morning. Now, to anyone that decides to do a miracle morning, the first week you could cry with tiredness, because I mean, the only times I've seen that time in the morning is probably when I was younger, coming in drunk. I had never, you know, seen them times in the morning before. But I knew this was a decision. I knew this was something I had to do to grow my business and to grow my belief. So I started a miracle morning, myself and obviously some of the others from the Brimfield region. I started doing affirmations and I started understanding affirmations. I started understanding gratitudes. I started reading, and I wish I'd have known about Fiona's little tip she gave me: read a chapter a month, because it absolutely works. I think I read one book about like 6 times over and probably got it by the 6th time. So if you struggle with reading, like, definitely try that tip. It is so useful. I watched stuff, like I watched anything. I used to watch, if I was putting the washing away, I watched people's DAs to watch how they presented, because I wanted to know how to present in a professional manner. So I watched anything I could. I meditated. And again, when I started to do this properly, I have to admit, when I first started doing it, it was weird. It felt a bit weird, and I had to clench my eyes shut so they kept shut. But I stuck with it. I was willing to learn. I was willing to learn how to be great. Because let's face it, I don't feel anyone starts this journey great. We have to learn to be great. And my stubbornness, I have to say, my stubbornness played a huge factor in this. So one thing that really helped me was seeing people's like success stories and seeing that it could absolutely be done. You know, when you hear people like, I think Fiona was like, on the last day of completion, it was like 75,000 QV or something to complete nation, I think. And like, who would wake up on the last day of the month and think, I've got 75,000 QV to do to finish my promotion? How many of you said, I can't do it, I'm done? There's no way it's going to happen. And hearing these stories really gives me, like, I don't know, it gives me fire in my belly. So I just wanted to quickly just show just a few stats that I pulled up. And you know what, it was really interesting going back through my stats. So in the January where I lost my district manager, I did 844 QV, which is diabolical. The February I did just under 3.5. The March we did just over 3.5. The February did just over 3.5. The March, oh wait, I'm getting months all mixed up. March we did just over 3.5. April we did just over 7. The May we did 12. The June we did 11. July we did 10. August we did 10. And September we did just shy of 17. And then the next month we did just shy of 19. So like if I'd probably looking back, if I'd have seen someone's stats like that, no, I know they're not groundbreaking and nothing like that, but for me, that was huge. And it just showed the work that I was putting in. It was absolutely coming to fruition. I'm nearly done, don't worry. So a huge factor is consistency. Now that's not reading a few pages of a book that night, missing a night because you're a bit tired, going again the next night. This is every single day, daily discipline, whether you're knackered, whether you're falling asleep. I fell asleep with the book on my chest before. Like, it absolutely has to be done, a daily discipline in all aspects of your business. Another one is leading from the front. Whether you're a team of 0 or a team of 10, lead from the front. Do it for you and do it for your future team as well. And find the way that works for you. Now, trackers, it's not my thing. I can't follow a tracker. Now, whether it be a tracker or whether it be a desk full of scrappy bits of paper, whatever works for you. I've just put, it doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you do it consistently. Like, we can't all be the same in this business, but also just have the courage, have that courage to go first, have the courage to do things that you wouldn't normally do, because Arbonne massively stretches us out of our comfort. Have the courage to fail, but also have the courage to succeed. Now, Fiona's going to play a little video. I hope I've talked quick enough. That I found, and I absolutely loved this. So can you play it when you're ready?
Yeah, I will. Can I just quickly make amazing? I love Rachel. She's just like this calmness, isn't she? Just, you have a great aura about you. Loved your honesty. Thank you so much, Rachel. Incredible. So I'm going to play this video. And I just want to say, what do I have to make sure I've got on here, Danny?
When you share the screen, there's like a little box that says share computer audio or computer sound.
That's what I have to click on, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so after that, we're going to finish the call. So can I just say a huge thank you to Rachel? Incredible. Everybody loved you, Rachel. You are beautiful. And I know you will be a regional vice president this year. And I know that Kelly Bromley will be a regional vice president this year as well. 100%. We were waiting for you guys. Like, we are willing you on and sending all our energy your way, and your superpower is your energy. So I'm excited to play Rachel's amazing video, so bear with me, and see you all on the 9 p.m. Zoom. So let me just get this sorted. All right, hold on.
You got to have the courage. Do you have the courage to act outwardly on what you see inwardly? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? Do you have the courage? I'm going to drop something on you. It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. And if you're more concerned about people than you are God, then neutralize everything He put in you. Just fit in with everybody else. dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. For some of you, it took courage to come to this conference. It takes courage to get you outside of the box. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there though the storms keep raging and the people get to talking and you stand there and say, I've come too far to turn around? Do you have the courage? I'm going to say something to you. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like you, you forgot where you came from. Look at you, it takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some courage?
Amazing. Thank you, my lovely. Night, everyone. See you in the next call.